Welcome to Eternal Angel. Thank you so much for your presence. Thank you so much for all of your support. I cherish all of you. So, today I am divinely guided to do this sacred reading for those souls out there who find it difficult to trust life fully. Everything in this life is so uncertain, nothing is guaranteed, and sometimes we are searching for familiar things because our mind knows that this is something certain, something that we can hold on to. But there are many times when we truly are being guided to let go of searching for that certainty, for something to hold on to. Life is a huge challenge, and I hope that this reading will bring you peace, hope, clarity, and you would trust life even more. Like you would be able to see this life as the opportunity to change ourselves, to transform our lives. If we learn to fully trust life, we know we are not longer afraid of what's gonna happen to us. And even if some things turn out not the way we expected, we don't panic anymore because we have that divine trust in unknown. So I felt guided to make the infinity like a circle with those charms. Maybe there is a message for you in those charms just by looking at them. Number 8 is the number which always flows, is a divine number, the infinity number. And for some reason, when I made this circle, I thought about number 8. So let's get into this sacred reading. Let's see, how can we all have more trust? We have unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So maybe some of you do have this deep inner knowing that your soul had many past lives. And it's like when we come into this existence, we already have so much, what is the word? Like, I cannot remember this word, the right word to describe it. But it's like we already have so many things inside of us what we need to heal, what no longer serves our highest good. So, for example, some unfinished business with certain people, like we are destined to meet certain people. Let's say there is this karmic relationship and we're meeting somebody, and we could even feel inside of us that this this feels very familiar, like I met you before, like my soul knows you from before. So, like certain karmic relationships, they're not meant to last forever. We learn lessons and then we let go of those people. So I see that we truly are meant to renew ourselves, to become a better version of ourselves. And for those souls, if you don't believe in past lives, if you feel that no way you was living before, this is fine, because this idea, this reality is not going to resonate with everyone. So when I'm channeling the message, I am not here to tell you how things are. Like, you truly meant to trust your intuition. I feel like I'm truly meant to say this. So if you are not somebody who believes in past lives, if you don't feel that way, like you have been living before many times, this is just talks about your energy, like whatever happens to you, all those experiences, all those people you meet, whatever lessons you are meant to learn, so you would grow, so you would truly be, you would shine your brightest, you would become the best version of yourself, like you would free your soul, you would truly live your best existence, letting go of any trauma, transcending any limiting beliefs about yourself. So this is all about your energy. Like, we are all those, we are all meant to be high vibrational beings, but not everyone is awakened to this divine truth, like who you truly are, that you are never stuck, you are never meant to suffer, you are meant to be free and shine your light. That divine light inside of you is infinite, like your potential is unlimited. So Spirit wants me to talk about this divine truth, like how some of us, we cage ourselves in, we live in a very limited reality, in our ego, we live with our past instead of being fully tapped into the divine present moment. So there is this huge importance to truly realize who we are at the core of our being. So we would use our fullest potential. So we would spread this light towards other divine beings. Once we do that, we become unlimited. We become so light and free. Like the existence starts to feel like a divine dance, a secret dance of your soul, fully tapping into who are you truly meant to be. We have Yakuar, great gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. So we are all meant to live this life in the most powerful way, where we see how everything connects. Like we are meant to have our soul family, our soul tribe. Sometimes I feel Spirit wants me to mention this because maybe some of you are in this situation. Like sometimes we are being born in a family where we don't feel we belong. We don't feel like we are being loved and being treated fairly. So some of you, maybe you feel this way. So when this happens, that means that you are meant to meet your soul tribe. Like your family will still be important to you, but maybe you cannot connect to them on a soul's level. So there is this huge opportunity for all of us to live the life of our dreams. But again, if you don't raise our energy, if we stay in this limited cage, if we put ourselves in this cage, if we settle for less, then it's so hard for us to attract what we truly deserve. So this existence can truly be so freeing, so full of divine love, so self-empowering for all of us. But we have to choose our truth, our divine truth. We must learn to master our psychic abilities, to trust our instincts. This is what I feel, but the Jaguar, like fully tapping into our psychic abilities and seeing the truth. That's why some of us, we stay, we'll settle for less because we don't raise our vibration. We attract, we keep on attracting unhealthy relationships. So the embodiment of unconditional love starts with ourselves. To learn that is like art. To love ourselves every day, no matter what happens to us, is like art. We become the artist. We become the captain of our own destiny because we choose self-love. But self-love is truly such a huge theme for all of us, and every moment of our existence to learn ourselves unconditionally is such a challenge. But we can do it because we are truly meant to trust our own guidance, to trust that there is something bigger than us. God's love is unconditional for us. I love to say those words that God is trust. So if we can fully learn how to trust every moment of our existence, everything starts to shift, everything starts to feel lighter, everything feels like a divine dance, like a flow, everything is in a flow. But why is it so hard for us to trust? Because when something is so uncertain, we go into our mind, we try to figure it out, to understand. It's because there is still this fear at the back of our mind. What if something bad happens to us? What if something turns out not the way we want it to be? But what if there is this greater plan for us? Sometimes we don't know what is truly the best for us. So there is this huge importance for us to see that everything is connected, to use our intuition and to fully tap into our higher selves. I see that there is this huge importance to have a balance between living here on earth in 3D reality and being and shifting into 5D. Like we cannot master ourselves if we are only being in 3D reality or if we are only in 5D. So there is this divine union which occurs in our whole being when we quieten, when we deepen. How many of us are struggling to truly take care of ourselves because we feel that it's not enough time? We have so many responsibilities. But Spirit wants me to say this out loud to remind you that there is this huge importance to, to take your time. If you take your time every single day, even if you see that, oh, there is not enough time, you will always have those 5 or 10 minutes when you can pause, when you can transcend your mind, be very still and truly listen to your body, listen to your heart, because this is where this infinite wisdom is. That's why so many of us, we are tired, we are always waiting for the holiday. But what if we slow down, we deeply listen, and then our existence, our routine becomes so much easier for us. And this is a confirmation what I was just channeling, that there is this huge importance to reach the core of our being. So we are being so still. The mind is so still. Like the mind returns to our heart, and there is this beautiful balance. And we feel that everything feels so different because we don't rush, we don't control anything. We are in this divine presence, and whatever scary might seem, like something changes, something happens which seems scary, it doesn't feel that way anymore. Like we trust life fully. We tap in to the core of our being. We trust the Creator that everything will be fine. No matter what changes in our reality, we always have our instincts, our psychic abilities, our divine knowledge. We have it all. But the mind is like full of fears. We panic. That's why there is this huge importance for us to slow down, to truly see that everything is unfolding for our highest good. That's how we can fully trust life, because every moment during the day, any moment, we can choose to be still, to transcend our mind, get out of our fears, and we feel this divine presence. We are being balanced in our energy, and we are not afraid anymore. We feel like we can trust life fully. Wow, so to end this reading, we have the ancient ones and we have a keepers of the earth. You're not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Look at that, guys. It's like I'm using two different decks and it cannot get better than this, because ancient ones, we are never alone, but our mind tends to believe that we are doing everything alone. That's just the illusion, because we are always being assisted, we are always being supported. Whenever you feel afraid that something is not gonna turn out in a good way for you, like you're not being supported, remind yourself that there is this huge support, so much support. We don't see, but we know, we feel it. That's why it's so important to tap into our higher selves. And if you don't know how to do that, if you would like to learn, I'm always here to help you. You can book a personal reading with me, and I'll be so, so grateful. It'll be an honor for me to do a personal reading for you, because we all have ancestors, we all have angels, spirit guides. We are never alone. There is this huge divine support. And that is so freeing. That is so comforting to know, because then we give all our trust, because we know we are not alone. We fully trust. We become light and free. We appreciate every moment of our existence, because we know whatever we need, we will always be receiving. Maybe sometimes not the way we expect, but what if that will be even better, in a different shape and form, but exactly what our soul needs for our highest good. So I hope that this reading made you feel lighter. Thank you so much. I'm sending you all my love. Bye bye.